I wonder if it breaks your heart. I wonder if it breaks your heart that the person next to you could feel a million miles from the love of God, and today may be their last day on earth, their last ditch effort. That they're just not getting it. And my burden is that you would get it, that you would not only understand that God loves you, I can tell you that, and you've heard it, but that you would experience it. I have this little chart in your lesson plan that talks about Santa Claus love versus agape love. This is something I'm just going to briefly mention. It's something you can read about later and look at later. But some people have a thing called what I call Santa Claus love. Things on the left. That one, love is conditional. I can earn it, I deserve it. In other words, if I do certain things, and number two is I can get what I want. If I do certain things, God's going to love me. If I do certain things, or I am something, if I'm pretty, if I make money, if I wear certain clothes, that I am going to be loved. It's conditional love, Santa Claus. I'm going to be good, I get this. And number two is if I get what I want, I can actually negotiate with God. That if I do something, love should be reciprocated by me getting something. It's bad. That's not the love of the Bible. God will love me if I do so and so. God loves you anyway, by the way. It has nothing to do with you. God's love is not based on you. In the Old Testament, when God delivered the Israelites, he says, I'm delivering you into the promised land, not because of anything you've done. It's because of who I am. Do you know that God doesn't love you because of you? Everyone say, God doesn't love me because of me. Santa Claus love says, you know what? If I am good, what do we tell our kids on Christmas? If you're good, Santa's going to give you something. One, there's no Santa, it's you. And then they translate that if I'm good, then God will love me. God loves you whether you're good or not. This is something you need to understand. If you look on the right, God's love, agape love, is unconditional. Say unconditional. That means that even when you're bad, God loves you. Now, so you say, well, what about punishment? Well, let me tell you something. God loves you even in that. Because in our mind, we think when God loves me, I get good things. When God doesn't love me, I get bad things. You need to understand 24/7, even when you feel distant from God, even when things aren't going right in your life, God is still loving you. And what God is doing is he is trying to guide you and direct you towards himself. And that his love for you is not based on you. And then you don't have to walk around with a bird thinking, I gotta be more pretty, I gotta be more in shape, I gotta be more intelligent, I gotta do these good things, and then God will love me. No, stop that. Stop that. That's the devil. You cannot earn God's love. It's unconditional. And we carry around so many burdens of trying to get God's love or get man's approval. And God says, listen, stop. There's nothing you can do to change my love for you. There's nothing you can do to make me love you more. There's nothing you can do to make me love you less. This is God's love. And you're not going to get what you want all the time. You not getting what you want all the time doesn't mean I don't love you. Because what you want is not always good for you. How many of you dated somebody you really, really wanted? Come to find out, it really wasn't what you should have had. Can I get an amen? I mean, my goodness, I gotta have him. I gotta have her. Oh man, I'll just be the happiest. And then 6 months later, you want to kill him. Or you want to kill yourself. God says it's not about me giving you what you want. My love is about giving what you need. My love is based on me knowing you inside and out. My love is based on me blessing you. And my love is always just. My love is always just. In the story we're going to read, Matthew is a tax collector. He is part of the class of the unlovable. In Jesus' time, there were two groups of people. They were the Orthodox people who obeyed the letter of the law, and they were the religious Orthodox, and they were self-righteous. They were separated from everybody else. And they said, here's what's right, here's what's wrong, here's what's right, here's what makes you unclean, here's what makes you clean, religiously. Here's what makes you, you are allowable to come into the temple, you're allowable to serve, and if you did these things or had these problems in your life, you are unclean, unlovable, untouchable, you need to be ostracized.